Good morning, everyone! My name is Rabbit, and welcome back to more Let's Play Jade Cocoon 2. So I did take a little bit of time off camera, and I did some stuff without you, so let's open this video with a recap of my off-camera events. So the first thing I do want to note is that I decided to go back through all of the water forests. So starting in the very first level, I went through all four, every single nook, every single cranny, every single ogre vine, just to make sure we didn't miss any comma or anything important. And I was a bit disappointed. I didn't find any comma. I didn't have any really fun or special cutscenes, -1. And I mean, you guys can do with this cutscene what you will. Let me just describe it to you. So it was in Water Visit 1. I ended up finding that very same Drac Beast Hunter who ages and ages ago, he was kind of looking for Cure, and he was the one who initially proposed the idea to us that Cure wasn't what we thought she was, and that she was actually a monster, and he was trying to capture her, and blah blah blah. And as you may recall, Kahu was the one defending Cure, saying, oh no, she's not a Kalma, she's not a divine beast, she's a person, she's just like me. Well, anyway, we found that Beast Hunter, and he was still carrying on about trying to catch Cure and still claiming that she's some sort of form of Camule or something like that. And of course, we know the truth that she is actually kind of a beast, but all Kahu really said was that no matter how hard the Drac Hunter looks, Cure is gone. And, you know, it was kind of emotional for Kahu because I think in his mind, he was having to sort of relive the fact that we kind of killed her, if you recall. So anyway, Kahu just told him, you know, you're not going to find her, she's gone, you don't need to worry about it anymore. But that Drac Beast Hunter will not be deterred. He concluded everything by saying it doesn't matter what we tell him, he's going to keep looking for her until he finds her. So that was it. It wasn't a long cutscene, but I mean, that was basically the gist of it and everything that was said. And yeah, that's it in terms of anything noteworthy that really occurred. I found a couple of eggs, but nothing that special. So yeah, let's just go ahead and end this recap. What I'm going to do, since we are ready to continue making our way through Wind Patina and hopefully wrapping this area up in the next, I would guess, 2, maybe 3 videos, just depending on everything that unfolds. I want to go back through Windbound, Wind Shelter, and Way of Wind, just because you guys know how I am, a little neurotic, and I like to make sure I found everything. So I'm going to part ways with you here, and when we come back together, we will go back through Wind Patina 1, just because I feel like it wasn't that big. It shouldn't be too big of a deal for us to explore it yet again, even though I know in our previous episode we've wrapped up looking at Wind Patina 1. So nevertheless, I will be right back and I will meet you guys in Wind Patina! Alrighty guys, here we are ready to take on Wind Patina, and I have some exciting things to show and share with you. So let's go ahead and plop ourselves down here into the first island of this forest. And I want to show you guys that I did pick up a speed extract. I think it was on Wind Shelter 4, I want to say, if memory serves me correctly. So I did get this, and I didn't put it on anyone quite yet because I couldn't really decide who I wanted to give it to. But I think I will go ahead and give this to Emil. Yes, he is back in business. I actually should probably go through my amulet, shouldn't I, before I start handing stuff out to people. But, oh wow, you guys can see at least from this earth side here who we do have on this arrangement. But anyway, first things first, I'm going to give the speed boost to Emil just because he does still have Mantle, which drives me insane. That was one of the reasons I removed him in the first place. But a couple of you actually had PM'd me and said that this is a pretty good divine beast. So I should get rid of Mantle as soon as I can. Trust me, it is on my radar, but you'll see why I have him back on my amulet in just a second. He does have a pretty nice offensive ability for the water side, which is kind of how I've been preferring to use him, and I just have been pretending he doesn't exist on my earth side. But let's go ahead, give him this. His speed went up by 2, which will be nice because if he could get Mantle off first, or at least not last on my lineup, that would really help things out a lot. But anyway, okay, so just gave that extract to him. So I did a lot of mixing, as you can see. That's why I have some, I guess you could say, rare eggs, although we have seen a few of these before. This is like my 3rd Aldracic egg, so I'm not that excited about it. Same for these 3 talks. I have 1 of each of these. Now, I do have 3 brand spanking new eggs, though. So the first is the Diadrek, or Dead Drek, however you want to pronounce it, which is pretty cool. I was excited to find that. I also got a Deco Karak, which I believe I have not ever seen. It's really hard to know with some of these, but I don't know. I don't recognize the name, so I'm assuming this is new. Maybe it's not, but I'm like 99% sure these two are new. And then 100% sure what is new is what is below this. Dun 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 dun. Guys, I got another Mao egg. Degnatok. We've never seen this before, and I just cannot contain my excitement. I really do like the Maus, although I haven't really had any of them in my lineup since Buddy. I need to fix that, and I'm well aware. So I'm excited. I have 4 talks here and some new stuff, so that's pretty cool. Oh, I guess I can go ahead and just show you everything else. I did have to get rid of a lot of my items. Like I had like 3 Tendai herbs, which you can find in the very last leveled forest of the water places, or the water forest. So I had like 3 of those, and I had purchased 2 of the citron powders. And actually, when I combined a citron powder with a Tendai herb, I got 2 calabash herbs. So I don't know if that's the specific recipe or if it's a little bit left to RNG. You'll have to experiment with that yourselves, but I'm just letting you know what I did get when I had combined a citron powder with a Tendai herb. So those calabash herbs that I got, those were what I had mixed with some of the junky eggs I picked up while running through the previous wind forest. But anyway, so this is kind of what I've left. I also have a revival book, which I've never seen this before. If I have, I've never paid it too much attention. So it looks pretty new, but I don't think it's that great. I'm not sure what it means by revives all friends. Is it like a resurrection book? I don't know. I guess we'll see. And I got a breakout from combining. I had like a shitty, I think it was a pretty stone, and I put one of my Regenera books on it. I don't even remember. And then I still have the drill book from Cure. I just can't convince myself to drop that yet. So maybe sometime soon I'll get rid of it just to free up another slot in my inventory. But that is everything. The eggs really are the highlight here. And then I do have a lovely gem because I combined a pretty stone with like, I think I combined it with a Resurrect book or a Regenera book, one of the two. And this is what I got. Okay. So that's it for items. I am still looking for weekend books, by the way. If you guys do recall, we have a contract. It doesn't specify where they are, but I'm pretty sure it will be somewhere in Wind Patina, because I haven't encountered this book yet in any of the other wind levels. So we'll see. All right, last order of business. Let's take a quick gander at my amulet because it is different. So I have LeBron. He's not new, but I will still quickly let you see his stats for those of you who give a hoot. Athel is looking good. He is in his pseudo chunky form, but he's got a ways to go before he's ready for his last form. And then here's Emil, as I was saying when I was handing him over the speed extract, that he is back. And I gave him skill hold, which I thought would be a nice way to kind of make my water side a little bit more reliable, because previously, and for a long time since I've gotten rid of Patrick, honestly, it's only been sort of a support side. So I had Tishu and I have the Meta Knight healing ability, but that was it. So I wanted to give it a little bit more of an offensive capability there. So like when I'm healing, I can also still put a little bit of chip damage on the enemy. So that was the mentality behind this, and I really wanted to use Emil again because a lot of you were saying you like Garas. I shouldn't say a lot, like 4 people had left comments that you guys like Garas a lot, so I wanted to go ahead and bring Emil back. All right, Walter's still the same, still got Tishu because he's still level 14, and he's got a ways to go, so I'm not going to even waste time with that. But here's Al in his little cute butterfly form, which makes me one happy camper. He is rocking Samakia still, and I was able to give him the brand spanking new Meta Knight. So that is what he has got going on, which I love. We've got Vera over here. Nothing really too special. I just wanted to change up some of her abilities. I think firepower is what I got from giving her Amulet. So don't worry, I was not planning on actually using this. She's in the center of my air side of the amulet. But I thought increasing strength and wisdom is probably a good idea, or at least something I should look into. So I don't know. I just wanted to experiment more with abilities, you know, like, and I haven't used anyone who has Admuls or Admulia or Mulis, I think is another one too. So, you know, just to try new things. And then I have Doobie here, replacing Jace's spot in the center of my fireside. And he has Desperado hit. And then we already looked at LeBron. So there we go, full circle. That's my lineup. That's everything that happened off camera. let's quickly run back through Wind Patina 1. We've seen this already, so let's not even waste too much time. I'm always happy to grab some Mel's elixirs. Although, the finds don't get me too excited anymore. If I can buy it, it doesn't really rock my world, but that's fine. That is fine. So let's head back in here. What is this? Probably a spore. And I don't have too much room to be picking up shit, but I've found having nice little starting things are pretty good for merging. Although I'm probably pretty close to a point where I don't really need to merge any more items, at least not at this point. Okay, so let's head this way and kind of backtrack down this path a little bit. And we've got nothing, so I hope you guys are all doing well. I am feeling fine, and that's not a joke, just to come back to the fact that there's an ability called feeling fine. And I'm not going to worry, well, I mean, I guess I can, but I don't really, you know what, it doesn't matter that much to me, just because, I don't know, whatever. This is probably a throwaway thing to combine, but, oh, JK, got a 10-day herb, holler. Okay, that's pretty cool. What if I combine a bitter mugwort with a hide spore? Now, I might be pushing my luck here, but whatever. Oh, shit. I got a Calabash herb. And guys, I was not wanting to actually do this, but that's pretty good. I'll take a 10-day herb and Calabash herb over... Oh, yes. Stop giving it items. But I don't have any other eggs to throw in there. I suppose one could argue I don't need all those repeat talks. So I have a Tomatalk, the Talk, and the Kamatalk, or Kamatalk. Pitch Dark book. Oh my goodness. Now, we have never seen that before. Or I've never seen that before. Maybe those of you who have beaten this game before have seen that.
Yo, Tailman is here.
No, Yamu, not Tailman. He is Kahu.
He is Tailman.
Dr. Gill, you've taken good care of Yamu.
No, not at all.
Chestnut Boy here doesn't exhibit much of that modesty.
It is not modesty. I am vexed when I do not know something. I can't stand being second best.
But, Dr. Gill, you never brag about your knowledge of things.
That's right, and you're not selfish.
Well, I am an adult. Kahu, you will understand before long.
Being an adult means nothing, because I know plenty of assholes.
Chestnut and a burr is just miserable. He doesn't age at all.
Nico, you haven't changed much yourself, right?
Definitely know some trifling adults over here. I'm just saying, Gil.
If I were modest and not selfish, I would not have come to this forest.
Whatever you say. Do you have anything else?
If I were modest...
No. Let's see if Yamu...
Dragonflight woman? Yamu? Same?
Honestly, though, Yamu, why are you here?
Dragonflight.
Okay. Well, certainly not because he has an unlimited supply of cool things to share with us. Okay, well, that was cool. I guess I am glad I brought you guys back. Although, again, that's one of those little combos that's very short, not that important. And we got, you know, a decent item out of it, but it's not something game-breaking. So there are quite a few of those. Alright, so what did I get? I got a pitch dark book. Oh, I guess I could hold on to it. Maybe I can use it for merging later. I don't know what this does. I kind of want to use it just to see, but nobody's dead. I don't know. What does it do? Whatever, let's just try it. Oh, it's like Salamnis, only it doesn't heal. So it just removes like confusion or blind or poison, etc. I wonder if it removes the petrification spell. We haven't seen too much of that because, one, I haven't been using it. And two, I haven't really run into Divine Beast that use it. Do I have it? I think I do. Or maybe I'm confusing it with Admules, which isn't petrification, but it does, like, sudden death. I don't remember what the petrification ability is called, but I think I do have it on a Kalma somewhere in my kennel. Or not in my kennel, but you guys know what I'm saying. Well, technically, are the Kalma also housed in our kennel? I don't think they are. Well, let's just do one more round of this. But as you guys can see, Emil is rocking Skill Hold, which does a decent chunk of damage, and it has the propensity to disable the opponent's ability or spell or move, if you want to call it that. How could you miss, Emil? Your accuracy blows. I cannot talk either. I'm like talking shit about the enemy. I can't say accuracy. Like that accuracy. Alright, now it is dead. Perfecto. But yes, I'm feeling great, you guys. As you can tell, I'm in wonderful spirits. I'm feeling lively and happy. So I couldn't ask for a better mood to be in while recording. I feel like the month of February really went by fast for me. I don't know if you guys share the same sentiment. Oh my goodness, so there are two paths. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? Maybe I should be paying attention instead of gabbing. Oh, it's one of the big... Oh shit, if I had waited just a second, I probably could have gotten the initiative. Alright, how do I want to do this? These guys love spamming that sleep shit, so let's try to lower their defense. I think that'll help with killing them as fast as possible. Fingers crossed, because this could take forever. Now granted, they're not likely going to be as obnoxious as fighting 3 Walters. Oh my gosh, you guys. That is a pain in the fucking ass. Dealing with that, oh my goodness. When they just spam Meta Knight, it was not cool. Okay, really? And as I'm saying, these won't be that annoying. They get off their bullshit. And it doesn't matter if I lower the defense if I don't get a chance to get that damage off. Well, I don't know who's faster. Oh god, they are. So I might have to stick it out with my air side. Well, since this fight could take forever, back to what I was saying, I am feeling well. I feel like February went very fast for me. I'm not sure if you guys also felt like the days just flew on by. I feel like it shouldn't be almost March. As I'm recording right now, it is the 28th of February. It is Sunday, so outside of today, there's only one day left, which will be Monday the 29th. And then Tuesday, we're just going head first into March, which is absolutely insane to me. I feel like just the other day, I was celebrating that it was the beginning of February, and it doesn't feel like that long ago that it was Valentine's Day, and everyone was so happy about that. I guess that's part of growing up, though, right? Where you just feel like, holy shit, is it really X date already, or am I really X age already? I don't know, that's kind of how it's been for me. Maybe that's not the case for you guys. My husband and I were talking about that the other day. We were thinking, oh gosh, like how old are we? It doesn't feel like this much time has transpired in our lives. Or the main thing we were talking about was how long we've been together. So we've been married for only 4 years, but we've been together as a couple and as a unit for 11 this year. So we were kind of, I want to get the initiative on this douchebag. Got him. So we were just kind of, you know, taking a trip down memory lane, and we were saying to each other, like, holy shit, oh fuck, this is not what I meant to do. Oh well, whatever. We were just taking a trip down memory lane and saying to one another, like, holy crap, have we really been together for 11 years? It feels like, you know, it was only yesterday that we left for our undergrads in university, you know? Or it just feels like not too long ago that we actually got married. It's just crazy. Like, we had dated for 7 years before we got married, you know? So I just can't believe that we've been together for as long as we have. It just blows my mind. It's kind of a cool feeling, because I know for some people, if things aren't really great, then it almost feels longer, right? Because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so miserable, or I don't like this, or I don't like that, and it just makes your days drag on, or the month, and next thing you know, it's been a year that you've been in a situation that you've been unhappy in. So, oh my god, he killed himself. Okay, what a way to end this. That fucking, wow. Desperado hit, I'll tell you guys right now, is not very good on the bugs. I feel like Jace tanked it much, much better. I really don't want to use an item to bring him back, though. Like, I have some Resurrect books and some Regenerate books, but I honestly might just leave Doobie dead. He hit level 15, so whatever. Anyway, you guys, we are about up on time, so I will continue chatting with you when we come back together in our next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I am your host, Rabbit, and I will see you very, very soon.